Hi everyone. So my microphone is packed up. I tried to put it on yesterday and it kept giving a loud like buzzing sound. So I fiddled with it a bit, but it didn't work. And then when I checked the bottom, the cartilage, the silver cartilage that they put over the wires to protect it at the back, that had come out. So all the wires were exposed. And if I had touched that while it was on, I could have been electrocuted and died. So thank God I saw it. So I threw it away, but I'm just going to do my talks like this. And it's a nice day here. It's a beautiful day. I'm still looking for work. So if anybody knows of anything, including in Zimbabwe or South Africa, do let me know. The thing is that with these talks, with everything that I'm doing, it's to raise awareness of where the issues are, especially for people like me who are facing barriers of discrimination, unemployment, because other people are going through what I'm going through. And sometimes when people see your videos, they can help you, or they can refer somebody to say, you know what, I know someone looking for a job, or something like that. So do help me if you can. I know it's not just me. I know there are millions of people out there looking for work, but I'm doing this for me and for the people who know me, who like me, who trust me, who are following me. And Canada's under Human Rights Watch. It's under UN Watch. It's under the watch of Amnesty International. So for me, to leave it behind, I really have had a bad experience here. So it's not going to be that hard for me to pick up and go back to Zimbabwe or South Africa or anywhere, England. I wanted to go back to England for a long, long time. But, if there's no need for me here, people don't need me to do the work. They don't need me to push back, to show them where the pain points are and where they can fix things and help people, then it's not the right country for me. Because I'm not somebody who sweeps things under the rugs, who says, oh, don't wash your dirty laundry in public. I'm not somebody that does that. I come from a background where we raise things, we raise the concerns, we speak up, and we fix things, we change things, and we move on. And that's also the training that I had here. It's the training I had in the church, that we have to speak up, we have to fix things. It's our church, so our voices count, not that it's the priest that makes all the decisions. So if that's the way that they want the country to become, and they want the country to go, then it's not right for me. Because all these years that I've been here, the idea has always been speak up, use your voice, change things, and as you change things for others, things also change for you. Because you're not just doing it for other people, you're doing it for you, so that things can change for you and get better for you. It's like in England, they have that show, This Is Your Life. When they focus on that life, they don't focus on, oh, you did this and you did that and you did that, and all those people came up in their careers, in their life, in their income, in their finances, in their homes, and you stayed at the bottom. That's not what they focus on. They focus on your life, your success, what you did, even if somebody benefited because of you. They focus on you because it's your life. So I just hope and pray I get a break, because this has been going on for too long. And, people here say they don't like all the bells and whistles, but the reality is different. They say it, but then they get all those things for themselves. The nice cars, the special treatment, the meetings at the best hotels, the best places, the first class tickets. And those are all things that I've worked for. So if I can't get them here, I want to go somewhere where I can, and where I can have a good living and earn a good income, and not to have to be begging people for money and begging people for work when I've got the skills and the education and I've got the aptitude to work. So that's what, my hope is, that's what my prayer is. And I also make giving thanks part of my prayer. So I give thanks for a successful G20 under the South African leadership, just like I gave thanks for the G7 under the Canadian leadership. But the G20 under the African leadership is very special for me because that's my home. That's where I was born, in that area. And I went to school and I went to university at Wits. So it makes it very special for me, and also because I know that there's people here that will say, oh yeah, they think they're better than everybody. Or look at those people, they couldn't do it, they'll never pull it off. And there were doubts, I know that, so I'm happy that it went off and it went off successfully, because there are big problems here. I mean, we have big problems with homelessness, with food insecurity. Even in America, there's big problems with refugees, everything. So it's not like the problems are only happening in Africa, in Zimbabwe or South Africa. The same problems are happening here. And for me, it's very frightening to get into my 50s and to be left with nothing. To be left with an inability to save any money, to put down a deposit for a house, and the minimum wage it's not a living wage. So that's why I'm saying, even if people hear of jobs in Zimbabwe, in South Africa, and they're good paying jobs, then tell me. I would rather go there than go and work in Dubai or go and work in Australia or New Zealand, because I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with how I've been treated in Canada, and I'm not impressed with how things have gone for me. I'm not. So, and the family have got their own problems, their own expenses, their own things that they need to take care of. So I really don't want to continue being in this position where I have to ask them for help and for money. It's not that they're not willing to help, but people also have to look at it from their point of view, because they work their whole lives, and this has been going on for me for decades. So I feel it's not fair to them, because, I mean, at some point you want it to be the other way around. You want to be the one who's helping your parents and your aunts and your uncles and saying, I want to pay for a trip for you to go to Cape Town. I want to pay for you, let's go to Graceland. You don't want to always be on the end of where you're begging for money, you're begging for work, you're begging for any little bit of food, you're using food banks. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. For someone like me, if I was going around stealing, killing, destroying, ruining things, then yeah, I would say, yeah, Belinda, you deserve it. It's good that your life turned out this way. But I don't. I don't deserve it. So even if you're connected to people in the South African government or the Zimbabwean government, put my name forward, because I would be happy to go and use my skills to help them there. Because here, I've been here for so long, I'm not getting anything. Even in the church, I'm not getting anything. So I don't see the point of staying here. So, I mean, I really don't. It's come to a point where, what is the point? What is the hope for me to stay here? For more unemployment, for more people thinking that I'm doing what I'm doing because I want to go after their families? I don't. I'm only focusing on my life and my career and my job and what I need to do to get an income coming in and provide for myself and have something for myself. That's all I'm concentrating on. Even all the things I organized for the people I worked for, I did it as part of my job. It's not personal for me. It's not personal. It was only personal with Bono because he went and told everyone he loves me. So yeah, that's personal. The rest of them, I don't care. I don't care. They did nothing for me. At least Bono paid for a flight for me to come and volunteer for him, and he paid for my accommodation. What did the rest of them do for me? They did nothing for me. So they must look after their own families. Our family is trying to look after our family. And whatever I do for the community, it's to help my family first. Because that's what everybody does in Canada. That's what everybody does, even the priests. Whatever money I give to the church, it's also to help me. It's also for God to bless me. It's not just to bless them. And it's not being selfish. God tells us to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. So whatever I do for myself, I do for others. And that includes Bono. If I had the money, I would have said, oh, here's a ticket, Bono, here, come visit me in Canada. Well, I don't have any money. I have nothing. And it's not a nice place to be in, and it's not a nice way to live. And if it sounds negative to you, then good. Because it's a very sad thing to have to work this hard and to never be able to come up in life because people are coordinating it so that their families and friends can come up. And what about me? What about my life? You think I liked having to live like that, how I lived, with having threadbare sheets, not being able to replace my dinnerware, not being able to even have a couch that I could sit on? My couch was broken for how many years? I only got this couch now. I used to sit on one end of the pull-out couch. So I deserve also to have a little bit of peace of mind and to be able to have a good job, good employment. And if it means going back and working with the government in South Africa or Zimbabwe, I'd be happy to do it. Because I've done a lot for our governments here and it's not appreciated. So I also want that special treatment. I want people to say, hey, Belinda's here, let's pay for a ticket for her. Let's get her involved in the Catholic conferences. Let's give her the opportunity to use her skills and earn a good living. And even Maria, who coordinates things at my church, she agrees with me. She said, yeah, they shouldn't be saying that about you. You've worked hard and you deserve better. But you do one little thing wrong here and they come down on you like a ton of bricks. But if people are stealing, criminals, doing gangs and all that, they get all the special treatment to be rehabilitated, to be given all the drugs they want, to buy drugs like popcorn on the side of the road. So that's positive to people, right? That's what they want them to do. It's not what I want. So let me go home to my black leaders. Tell Cyril Ramaphosa to take me, because he's working for the things that I want, to end the drugs, to end the gangs, to end the things that are happening. Unlike here, I'm working in the opposite direction. So they should tell him, please take her, take this woman, she's like you. She's like you black people, take her. Take her back to South Africa and let her work with you. Because here we're working in the opposite direction. They should do it for me. It would be better for them and it would be better for me, including those executives I worked with at TD, Jean de Gagne, Teresa Bowman, all those executives. It would be good for them because then I'll also be out of this country completely and they can concentrate on getting the money and everything for their families, because that's what they're doing. I begged them so many times that I've got a widowed mother, I need help. I'm starting out in this country, nobody helped. So I want to go back. I've always said that. I want to go back and have that lifestyle that I had in Africa, because that's what I like. I like the black tie events. I like going to dinners where you sit down and you have a nice dinner at the round tables. And frankly, I'm tired of always being the one to serve and never being the one to be there as a delegate. I also want those opportunities to be there as a delegate and to say, I paid for my ticket and I paid for my flight, not having to beg Bono for over 20 years saying, Bono, I don't have money, can you please pay for my ticket so I can come and volunteer and help. I'm also tired of it. I want to have the kind of money that Bono has, where I can do it for myself. That's what I want. And not to beg his team, oh, can you make an exception for me to take me to the G7, and then they say no. No, bugger it, no. I want better things in life for myself, just like everybody else. And if people want to live in poverty and squalor and go rent rooms in house, it's good for them. They must do it. It's not for me. And that's not the right way to live either. It's not the right way. Even Jesus had a home. I also want my own. That's what I want.